horses.
Right beneath the surface.
I'm on a horse charter right now, and there's horses
Guys, look at this. We got
right
a little
there.
action going on here with the stallion. It has his head down a little bit. He's pushing his mares down the beach here.
Look at
So we're
that.
getting a little run. And that may mean that there's another stallion up the way that he wanted to get them away from, or just getting them away from people. And that's how he'll do it. He'll get the head down a little bit and get after him. It's called snaking or rutting. And we're going to get off water shots.
Sorry.
Nice. They keep
Well, how
walking, they'll
many
get into a nice spot without the fisher people behind them.
And this is my first long video
They
ever.
are. Thank you for pointing that out. I always do like to point out good behavior when we see it. They're not approaching the horses now.
1, 2,
This
3,
is where we get an
4,
opportunity.
5,
It just
6.
depends.
Oh, he's pooping.
Don't be rude. But I gotta go over rule number 2. Rule number 2 in the management plan. Is that we do not approach the horses within 50 feet on the foot.
There's another one, but it's a different kind of.
Yeah, as you can hear one.
It's
And
another
there's two
horse charter.
reasons for that.
I'm zooming up.
Yeah, that actually is a fall from this year, guys. Normally, I would say that might be a yearly, but I'm pretty sure that it might have been born in December.
There's 6 of them.
This year.
That's a
It
lot
could
of
be a
horses.
yearling.
And there's
It's
more
turning
of
a year old this year because it is good size, but I'm not really sure about that.
There's a lot of fishermen.
See if we have any-
I'm gonna try coming down here when we rent a 4-wheeler or something here. I might rent a 4-wheeler, I bet. And
Now, with that rule number 2, there's 2 reasons we do not approach. One, they're unpredictable wild animals and they will hurt
we'll
you.
try fishing here
Number
and I'll
2,
make another video
as we
about that.
approach them, they have to pay attention to us, and this can cause curiosity and interest, and begin that change I talk about, humanizing the horses.
I wish
We
I
don't wanna
lived
do
around
that.
here. This is just my vacation.
How many horses are euthanized a year?
It varies, and fortunately, we haven't had any in quite a while. It happens occasionally, and then they have to be taken
Sorry
off
that
the
my
island.
phone is shaking. It's really bumpy.
Now, when we approach the horses, they do react. And over time, we have learned by doing our training every year with the Colorado Wild
For a
Horse
second, I
Fund.
thought I saw one of my friends. Look, the horses. The horses are back. They're over there.
How to read the body language of these horses. So we know that as you get within about 100 feet of these horses on foot,
Look at the
they know you're there. The ears
Those are all
click.
tire marks from
That's their
everybody.
radar. They're always listening. They may look your way, they may not, but they know you're there.
Person, the horses, car.
By the time you get within 50 or 60 feet of them on foot, they get irritated. They don't like it, and this is why we have our 50-foot rule. You must stay 50 feet away from the horses, or it's a $500 fine for each person. Now, the loophole in the law is, and I said that for
Which
their
one
benefit.
should I
The loophole in the
pick?
law is the word approach.
I would be picking.
The way the law is written reflects the way the
This
rule is
thing
written.
right here, one of
And the
these,
wording
a
is you're
golf
not allowed
cart
to approach
or
within 50
a
feet
4-wheeler.
on foot.
Text each one
If you
in
change
the
the word
comments
approach
which
to
one I
the
should
word
get
be,
to
it would
rent.
read differently. It would read you are not allowed to be within 50
Okay.
feet on foot. But right now, it reads that you're not allowed to approach
Ooh, it's
within
turning
50
back
feet
around
on
to the
foot. So
beach
that's
so
a
you guys
problem.
can see.
So that's why those people just stood there.
Well, the
But the
moment,
spirit of the law,
Look
folks,
how pretty this is.
well, the moment they start moving, it could be
is to
considered approach.
give them their
Look at the
space.
sky.
Now, as you get within 20 or 30 feet of the horses on foot, they go from being irritated to being frustrated. And by the time you get close enough to reach out and touch, if they get agitated, they will begin to stomp the ground with their front hoof, and that's the only warning you get that they're about to stomp you to a bloody mess. And every year, somebody gets kicked or bit because they don't understand Their calm demeanor does not mean they're friendly.
Wasn't that
It's
cool?
simply part of their breeding and training from hundreds of years ago to remain calm out on
Okay,
the
I'm done with the
battlefield in
video.
the face
Bye.
of chaos